do?
The word expedite, I did do some research with an attorney, and he told me that that would be almost impossible to trademark the word expedite, just because it is used thousands of times daily in our industry. So the actual logo, which I have behind here, he said we could expedite, we could trademark the actual cog with the running man and the way that I have written expedite. That would be okay as a trademarkable product.
All right. So first of all, I'm impressed with what you've done so far, and you launched here. So when you started getting the word out, and you got two things you need. You need the lawyers. You're like a dating service. You need the lawyers on one side, and then you need the people to provide the service on the other side. Are both coming in easily? And what's your monetization strategy? Who pays you? You take a percentage of the relationship, or how's it work?
Okay, well, that's a compound question, Kevin. So let me address the first one. The first question you have is, how am I getting the users and providers to my service? Right now, I am the best promoter of my product because I am a court reporter. I have backstage access I have a full backstage pass to judges. So I go in and I pitch it every time I go to a courthouse. The judges, I pitch it to the attorneys. I pitch, and they love it. And the bailiffs take my cards. They're spreading the word. I found some natural salesmen in bailiffs, and I never knew that was possible. Second, I am a court reporter, and I am a well-known court reporter. So what I do is I use that influence through social media. Social media, obviously, is a very effective tool. I've been marketing very heavily. I have a webinar coming up June 6th to explain. I'm taking everyone on a fun-filled back scenes tour of the app so that they can love it as much as I love it. And we are gaining traction very, very quickly. So I've just been utilizing my own skill sets, using the media, to just take it to the next level.
Is it easier getting one or the other, or are they both coming in equally?
The attorneys, I wanted to get, the analogy I like to use is Uber. I needed the Uber drivers before I could bring the passengers in. So I got the providers. I focused on the providers for the first month. And then I am now focusing on bringing the passengers in to say the Tampa Bay area has a good subset of providers that are ready for you to, seek their services. So that's how I've been approaching it. So I just started reaching out to the attorneys, and I will be attending the Florida Bar Convention as well as the Florida Justice Convention in the month of June. And I will be pushing it in all of their hands. You can trust me there.
And so
once I see it, the product sells itself.
Do you take a percentage then? What percentage are you taking?
Yes. Okay. The monetization. So this is the premier version that we've launched with the Now and Today feature. The app charges the attorney for the appearance fee. Like you said, the Match.com analogy, what I do is I connect the attorney with an available provider in the area. There is an appearance fee that happens, and the appearance fee, I collect 20% of the appearance fee. The first hour is $100, and then every hour subsequent has its own. It's very close, the hourly fees afterwards, but for every hour they're there, we get 20% of the appearance fee.
Okay.
So in the next upgrade, I'm planning new revenue streams. The next revenue stream is the future date and time. And the future date and time feature, the providers will have to pay a $9.99 fee a month to have them show on the map that they're available for future date and time jobs, which they will happily pay. I don't want to get involved with the post-production component with these services. So I'm just capitalizing on the appearance and a subscription fee. I'm also going to be incorporating an invoicing feature, and I will take 10% of the invoicing feature that Stripe offers, so that you can run payments for post-production through our app.
Okay. And so I'm just thinking, of maybe some other profit centers as you go, but the focus has to be getting this business up and running. But once you have the list of the lawyers, and the beauty of this is what you're telling me is there's no service out there that rates these court reporters currently, right? Such that, you know, a lawyer, you're going to be like the Angie's List of you know, this industry, correct?
That's my goal. Uber has you rate the drivers. I'm going to have you rate the providers.
Good. Okay. And so you're looking for 100,000 for how much? 10%?
10% equity stake in our company. And our company is not just Expedite. I actually have a second app that's coming out at the end of June. So it would encompass 3 more ideas in my head of apps. The challenge, but the opportunity of the legal industry having no apps to harness all of these services that they need is that it's a wide open field. And fortunately, I'm that creative type person that can say, I can figure this out. So we have a second app rolling out. I've got a third one that's starting design. Hopefully in the summer, I can start designing and laying it out. So that's where we're going with the 10%. It's going to encompass the family of the apps that I create.
Okay, great. And so are you seeing revenue streams now? Do you have revenue? Any kind of numbers you can talk about?
The numbers that we have so far are numbers of registered providers and users, but we haven't had actual jobs conducted yet. Like I say, we just launched April 2nd. I just rolled it out to the attorneys 2 weeks ago. They are coming in fast and furious, but nothing has been set yet.
Good. Okay.
Now, like I say, Chrissy has actually been on the app. She is an actual attorney that uses this and sees the potential. She is my demographic target market. She is in her early 30s. She's a litigation attorney. She's busy, med mal. So she is one that knows the potential that this app holds for her generation and the next.
I've actually talked to Eve about a few times where I've needed somebody on the fly because somebody hasn't been around and somebody hasn't shown up, and I've lamented the fact, and little did I know Eve was brewing a solution to it.
Nice. So you think, when do you project you'll have some revenues to speak of? Is this going to take 90 days to get some revenues kind of rolling in?
I'm hoping by the summer, the revenue starts rolling in. And it's one of those things that's like a ripple effect. Once my husband and I, we have a firm, a court reporting firm, and we actually put out a couple of jobs through the app ourselves. So we didn't really make revenue because it was our firm putting the jobs out there. But once those reporters and those videographers started posting the jobs that, I just took a job through the app and I got paid for the same, the same day, the providers just pour in. It's just a matter of the attorneys. And now I just have to really focus on the attorneys, which I'm doing in June. I've got to just get it in their hand, get it on their phone, and get them used to the new way of conducting business, because this is where we are going with this business. The legal industry has to keep up. It is so grossly inefficient. I can't even tell you the nightmare that I've lived 20 years, how grossly inefficient the system is with this antiquated phone tree model that we've been using. We've had GPS phones for, 11 years, and we have not capitalized on it. So I see this as being such a disruptor in the legal industry, because it is the new business model where we should be. This is where we should be, and it will save attorneys who are all about billable hours. You know that. Yeah. This is going to save them so much time and aggravation. The billing, Stripe actually keeps a record of all the payments going out. So they're going, at the end of the year, they will get their, tax information from Stripe. It's got all the components that attorneys are looking for. So,
and is there any liability at all from a court reporter standpoint or your standpoint by providing any of these services?
I've been asked that before. And so if you mean people that are not registered court reporters signing on the service and going to accept jobs, is that what you're referring to?
Well, no, it's a service that they provide where they have wrong information or didn't get something the right way. Is that exist in that world at all? The service that they provide, where they provide information that's not accurate, where they said, somebody says they don't instead of they do, or where it changes the meaning?
Yes, we all have to carry errors and omission insurance.
Right.
And we are all certified at a 95% accuracy rate. So yes, registered court reporters do have standards that we have to meet in order to obviously work. And that's what we are that's what we're accepting on our platform.
Okay. All right. So listen, I've got a really good feel for what you're doing. I think I want to just in summary, I love, first of all, you've got a concept that's unique. And when I say unique, is it what I look for? Is it something unique enough such that there's no other service that provides the same service that this does in a similar fashion? You meet that bar. And so that's a very good thing. You're in the App Store. You've developed this. It's launching. The only downside I would say is you are just this much shy of what I'll call proof of concept, because you haven't yet generated any revenue between the two. You've got both coming in, lawyers and providers of service, and now you just need to get that cash flow going and kind of finish off the proof of concept. So you're very, very close, and that's that's a good thing, because it sounds like how much money have you invested so far in this all in?
Like I say, an app like this generally costs about $300,000 to develop. With my skill set, my husband's skill set, and our team's skill set, we were able to put it together for a fraction of the price. We're doing all our own marketing based on our obvious skill sets, which has been very effective. So we are running it on a shoestring, but it is, what's that? I would say we're about 50,000 in. And the reason I'm looking for 100,000 is because I need to go to these different conventions to get it into the attorney's hands, the different states. And in order to be able to attend these conventions, obviously, right, they want me to, I'm looking at about 3,000 per convention to go and, stay, get it into people's hands. So that's what I'm kind of looking for.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I'm going to go check out your app and take a look. I have an interest in further discussions, and I would say the evaluation, you're coming up with north of $1 million in valuation, give or take, in that neighborhood. It's a little high based on no cash flow and not a lot of hard cash invested. But I would say that there, between my own person and my team, because I have some lawyers as part of my team, as well as other potential investors that we play with, we may have an opportunity and a kind of a proposal to get back to you with. And there's a good news that we can finish up here, and that is we're both pretty close together here in town, although I'm on my way to Sao Paulo, Brazil. But sometime over the next week or 10 days, I would like to have a face-to-face meeting. How about that?
I would love that. I would absolutely love that. And I will show you how my figures will bear out, especially with my second app. That is a subscription-based app. Yeah. And that one is a very good one that will take right off. Luckily, yeah. I've laid good groundwork for it. Please visit Expedite.Legal, Kevin, because I would like you to see my tutorial videos. They will help you understand it a little bit more easily as well. But I know you're familiar with the legal field. Show this to a few of your attorneys, yeah, and see what they say. See if they tell you that this needed to be in our industry 10 years ago.
And just my last statement, and I got to run.
Okay.
1.3 million lawyers in the U.S. That's pretty amazing. Opportunity is big, and it sounds like, because you've got the people right here, and Krista's one of them, says you've got a great idea. I'm going to say for the two girls here on the other side of the phone, 2 thumbs up. Great job today, and congratulations. I love your entrepreneurial spirit, and we're going to have a meeting face to face. That's what Pitch Investors Live is all about, hooking you up with investors in a major way. And you hit a home run today. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you. I appreciate your time. I really do. And I look forward to speaking with you further.
All righty. Fantastic. Good to see you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.